Hey, hey, what's up? It's Lenny Schmidt. Welcome to Lenny Schmidt's Quarantine Comedy. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. This is a show where we talk to artists who have devoted their lives to an art that suddenly has been disappeared or taken away from them, and you get to catch up with them. First of all, do me a favor, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out a lot. It helps me to keep putting videos up on a regular basis. Today I took a shower, I put on a good shirt, I ironed it, pulled out the pretty camera, I put on pants to come here and do a new intro. And I just want to let you know that here at the LSQC, I think that's what Lenny Schmidt's Quarantine Comedy, we talk to all kinds of artists, performers, entertainers, in the professionals in the entertainment business, singers, songwriters, dancers, tons of comedians, actors, screenwriters, authors, casting people, agents, managers, tech, sound technicians, lighting people, all kinds of professionals that work in entertainment specifically, and even more so live entertainment, who no longer have an opportunity to perform their art or their skill, their craft they spent over 30 years building. So if you get to watch the show and you get to catch up with them, and they show you how they've reinvented their careers a little bit, what they're doing now, what they changed to get around the COVID curveball, so to speak. And you guys get a chance to catch up with them and see where you can find out about their information, find out about their websites, maybe go to their Venmo, buy some merch. They get to keep in touch with their fan base. It's a win-win for everybody, if you think about it. I get to do the show. I'm here every Monday and Wednesday, 6 o'clock Pacific, streaming live on YouTube. And then afterwards, the show stays up on YouTube forever and becomes a podcast a day later. So there you go. And we are sponsored by no one. We have no sponsors, no commercials. You don't have to worry about any of that. We're supported solely by you guys, the fans, supporters, and the artists that watch the show on a regular basis. If you feel like you would like to support the show in any way, shape, or form, please go to any one of the options listed right there above. If I taped this correctly, it should be right up there. If not, if you just go to lennyschmidt.com/if you can, there's a number of different options there that you can support the show financially. There's Venmo, Cash App, the website. You can go PayPal, credit card, anything you can do, any amount you can give at all to support the show so that I can support the artist will help everyone. And if you enjoy all the content I produce online, there's this show, there's the Reconnecting Comedy, there's a lot of content. I've put up over 200 hours of content on the internet over the last year. You can join the Patreon page as well. Go to Patreon, search Lenny Schmidt Comedy, and you get all kinds of ways to support me and my online endeavors. So that's all. So check out the show. My light just went out, so that means I got to go. Enjoy the show. You know, Mondays are a huge pain because you would think that I took 2 months off, because every Monday I forget everything. I forget where the microphone is. I forget where my cup is. I forget the lights. I forget everything. It's just I screw up. It's I'm not very organized. Hi everyone, how are you? Welcome to the show, Lenny Schmidt's Quarantine Comedy. This is episode 150, 150 total episodes. It's on YouTube. It's almost 100. We shifted after 50. So there you go. Yeah, we're episode 150. Woo, yay. Thanks for tuning in again, as always. You guys are always the best. You're the greatest. Thanks for being here. It's good to be back. It's good to be home. I was out of town. Some of you that are watching the show, you know that I was in Salt Lake City over the weekend. Shot my dry bar comedy special on Saturday. It was fun. The shows went well. Everything went great. The traveling was fun. I almost stayed an extra day, which would have been a horrible mistake because I don't know if you watched the weather, but a snowstorm went through Denver and screwed up everyone else's travel except mine.
And I got out of there in time. But I got hit with a bit of snow. I forgot where I was, dude, 'cause being from California, or in California. I got up Sunday or Saturday morning to catch the flight, and I'm like, if I leave by like 8, I guess plenty of time for me to get to the airport. You know, it won't be a problem. You know, I'm only 40 minutes away. And, you know, I'm in there with the windows closed and everything, and I get up and pack up, don't even think about a cup of coffee and relaxing that morning, open the door, fucking snow everywhere. A lot of snow all over the place. I'm like, oh, I totally forgot I'm not in L.A. anymore. So I had to clean up the car, warm it up, and all that stuff, and then drove home, got lost. That's what I did. That was my day. But it was a fun weekend. Plus, I was on the road doing stand-up, man. How cool is that? It's been a rough, you know, it's been a year. It's been 1 year. What's today? Actually, today's the exact date that I got flown home from a ship. I want to say the 15th is when I got sent home from Miami. That's when I got back in and flew home. So it's been 1 year since I was sent home from a cruise ship, and 1 year since there have been any cruise ships out. So in that year, I've done what? I did 2 weeks in October, and I did a couple of one-nighters here and there, and that's really all the live. Oh, a week in Vegas a few weeks ago, and that's it. But you know, I did this gig this over the weekend, and things are opening up. You know, I'll get to that in a little bit, but I got a whole, you know, I just booked another week in Vegas. I got a week in Chicago. I got a week in Rosemont. Just booked a week in Little Rock. Booked a week in Tulsa. I've got over the next 2 or 3 months, I just booked a whole bunch of stuff. So hopefully things will keep going in the right direction. And we're opening up and we're doing well. What else is going on? Oh, if you live in California, hey, congratulations. If you're in LA County, we are in the red, man. It means stuff is opening up here. If you're watching the show and you're anywhere else in the country, you may or may not know this, but here in California, we can't do nothing. We've been, they're strict here, man. Everything's been closed. You got to wear a mask. I know I'm not wearing a mask now. I could get arrested right now. I could literally get arrested. Well, no, not anymore because we're in the red. We're in the red. Yeah, we're in the red. So, dude, the gyms are open, 10% capacity. If you're going to go to the gym, I've already got, I've scheduled an appointment later this week. I'm so excited to go to the gym. Restaurants are open, I think, at 25%. Movie theaters, we're going to go to the movies next week. We're going to Universal Studios to go to, there's some sort of dinner thing we're going to do there. Things are opening up, man. St. Patrick's Day is Wednesday. We got big plans that night. We'll see how that goes. I'm excited. It's, and this is also, the numbers have been going down. Yesterday, six new deaths in California. Or in LA County yesterday. I want to say LA County. It's the lowest it's been since last August. So, and the rest of the country seems to be doing relatively well. So, fingers crossed that we're turning a good corner here and we're going to a good place. I know a lot of clubs are opening up. A lot of things are happening. So, man, I'm excited. What else did I want to mention? There's a couple of things here I wanted to mention. I mentioned the road. Oh, if you're booking, I suggest this right now. I have to go after the show. I'm going to sit down and book airfare for the next 4 months also. Book your airfare now because they're already talking about how they're getting filled up. And, man, they're wasting no time jumping their fares. And I'm not kidding. I was online today. So if you're going to go anywhere, book whatever flights you got to book right now. I just booked my daughter. Lily's in Chicago. She's coming home tomorrow. $120 round trip to and from Chicago to L.A. And my ex, my daughter's mom, my ex-wife is coming here in 2 weeks to spend time with the kids. Round trip ticket from Chicago, $70. This is how much that one cost me. So those fares are going to be gone fast. Trust me. The second the airlines think that they can make some money, they are going to jack everyone because they're already doing it. They're already packing the planes. A couple more things real quick. I don't know if you watched the Grammys last night. That's not really my thing. I don't really watch the Grammys. But there was a 9-minute performance of Wet Ass Pussy, which is, I guess, is really good. So, they needed 8 minutes. But what I'm getting to is they had a 15-second tribute to Eddie Van Halen, and it couldn't be more angry. This is why I don't watch. This is why I'm not into music anymore. I can't. I mean, I know, I get it. I'm a boomer. I understand. I totally understand. But come on, 15 seconds for Eddie Van Halen. That's it. That's all. And the wet. Okay, I don't want to beat it into the ground. So see, my daughters don't want to hear this conversation. Lastly, this is just kind of a tech thing, or not a tech thing, but if you guys, some of you guys that got environmental loans, we talked about some of this stuff earlier. If you got an environmental EIDL loan from the SBA, first of all, they readjusted the repayments on those plans. The deal was, if you got a loan in 2020, you had to start paying back a year later. 12 months later is when your payments start. They just changed that, bumped it up a year. So if you have an EIDL loan, you now have 2 years before you have to start making payments. That's a significant change. That's pretty cool. Also, if you have that same loan that was approved in 2021, it also is, they've added 18 months to that. It's 18 months. You got to start paying that back. So if you got your loan in 2020, you have 2 years. If you got it in 2021, you have 18 months to start paying your loan back. So if you got one, just a little update. Also, PPP loans, you only have 2 more weeks to get apply for those now by the end of the month. March 31st is the deadline on those as we speak. They're talking about extending those, but they have not yet. So that you only have 2 more weeks. Also, one last thing about money and taxes. I found this out because I did my taxes last week with my accountant. The PPP loan was forgivable. Like mine was forgiven, the first one. But the PPP loan is not considered taxable income as far as the IRS is concerned. However, make sure you check with your states because according to California, it is taxable income. So that we haven't filed yet, but we're in the process of filing. They're talking about changing that, which would be cool because I don't understand. Only California would make that taxable income. All right, man. Let's go to the board. There's a lot going on today. We have a lot. Oh, wow. We have a lot of people watching. Oh, Tammy asked, Vegas is, hang on, I will tell you right now. I am playing the Delirious Comedy Club in Las Vegas, and I will be there in May, early May, the 6th through the 9th is when I will be in Vegas. So there you go, May 6th through 9th. That's my next road gig. No, I'm sorry. I'll be in Little Rock before that. I'll be in Little Rock the weekend of the, well, we'll get to that in a second. The weekend of the 24th. So Vegas is May 6th to 8th. Thanks for being here. I'm 7 away. Oh, man, I didn't realize that. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Like the video and subscribe. I should always say this first. I'm sorry. This is why I don't have enough subscribers. Please like and subscribe. Like, subscribe. Hit the little thumbs up. Look, I hit the thumbs up. Subscribe. I'm only 7 away from 300 is what Ben had mentioned to me. Thank you, Ben. 300 seems I should have more than 300, but I don't know. I guess that's good. 300. Hi, Lori. I'm glad you're here. Rachel, I'm glad you're here. Tammy, I just answered your Vegas question. More Rachel, New York to Vincent. Okay, and Lori Solanka. All right. Oh, July 10th. July 10th is in Rosemont, Illinois. Yeah, and Lori already has tickets for that. I will be there in the Chicago area. Also, it's possible. I don't want to say anything yet because that's not confirmed. Booked Vegas in May. Vince, are you coming the weekend that I'm in town? Let me know if you are in Vegas the same weekend I am in town. It's that weekend of the 8th. And I guess we're good. That's it. It's 15 minutes. That's all the news. It was all the stuff I wanted to cover. I got the airfare. I got that stupid EIDL loan, the red. Good luck if you're in the red zone. And then I got that thing about the Grammys that really pissed me off. Eddie Van Halen and Wolfgang had something to say about it. I'm frustrated. I'm very frustrated. Folks, we have a guest today. I've known this guy. I've known this guy 30 years, easy. I know I've known him 30 years. I think so. We've worked together on ships. I think we worked together. We worked before ships, and then we've worked. I know I've seen him in ports before in ships, but we go back. He's been around. He's been around a while. He's older than me by 2 months. I found out today. He's older than me by 2 months. So let's get to it. Let's take a taste right now, folks. This is my good friend, the one and only. Brad Tassell. This is him right here. Look. Oh, shit. That didn't go well. Hold on. Yeah, first tech mistake of the day. Why not? Folks, my good friend, Brad Tassell.
And you know somebody pretty good after a long time. My wife doesn't have to make some big gesture. If she wants me to know what she's thinking or her intentions, she just sit in that bed and raise her eyes. That's all you need, man. That's it right there. I'll be downstairs making a sandwich. Oh. And I'll sneak up those stairs, sweetie, baby, honey, vanilla beans, stuff like that. And she'll go, oh, sweetie, let's go, yeah. And then we'll get going. And then she'll do this. She'll go, oh, wait, I forgot something. I forgot. She'll go, hold on. And she'll get up and turn all the lights off. And I was like, oh, I forgot something too. And I'll get up. turn the lights back on, and the disco ball. And I will get back in bed. And she'll go, stop it. And she'll turn the lights off. I go, you stop it. And I'll turn them back on. She'll go, ugh. She'll turn them off. And I go, blah. And I'll turn them back on. Finally, I got mad. And I said, honey, this is silly. And I don't get mad, but I did. I said, I love you. I love you. And I've tried to show you I love you for 20 years. Are you not seeing it? And I've seen you. I have seen all of you in every way, and I love every bit of it. Stop being ashamed of your body. That's when I found out the truth. It was my body she was ashamed of. Ladies and gentlemen.
Folks, that's my good friend, Brad Tassell. Let's bring him here live. Here he is. Look, there he is live.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that. And that tells you, that hair shows you why I'm wearing a hat.
I love the hat. It looks good. It's very colorful, my friend.
Well, it's my comfort hat. It makes me during COVID, in times of, stress, when I was feeling like things were a little bleak, this hat, I would do the show in the hat. I would talk to kids when I do programs for kids in the hat, and it made me feel better. So I just put it on because my hair looked bad.
It matches your microphone too.
Well, I guess it does.
Yeah, there's a little
color. The microphone in the hat.
I think so. I don't know. I'm colorblind, so I think there's blue in that hat.
Well,
blue in the microphone.
And how are you? Your teeth look great.
Because the whole top teeth, those are not mine. Those are all not real teeth. Those are all.
Whose are they?
I don't know, but whoever it was, I can't thank him enough for giving. My dentist gave them to me years ago. There's a bridge. There's
they're forced in there for good. They're
not going anywhere.
You can't take them out.
They're drilled into my head, buddy. They don't pop out. I don't go and just stick out I don't have to soak them in a glass of water every night. Let's put it that way.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
But they look beautiful. So
thank you very much.
And it's good to see you. You're looking healthy. Hey, and I was so confused. You did that opening thing. I thought that was live.
Oh, what? Who? Oh, really? Oh, thank you very much. Thanks. Every once in a while I throw somebody off with that. I got to change that. It's too long. It's like 5 minutes long. It's too long of an intro. But thank you. That was when I did the green screen, and it was early on when I learned to do something cool with the green screen. And I was like, wow, look at this. So now I play the video all the time because I think it's cool. So thank you very much. How you doing, buddy?
Well, let me say this.
Okay.
Don't tell anybody this, but I'm fine. This has been a really kind of easy, good year. Hey, I miss money. I miss real money, although I didn't end up making much less last year. And then I love Carnival Cruise Lines. I love it. I love hanging out we were in, not California. I don't know. We were sitting somewhere drinking.
Oh,
we were drinking.
It was Puerto Vallarta, dude. I think the last time I saw you somewhere was Puerto Vallarta. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hanging out, Cozumel, I love it.
Yeah.
But realistically, for the first time in 27 years of marriage, to just spend a year with my wife has been, and I'm not going to do any jokes, it's been fantastic.
That's
it has
great.
been joyous. And I've done, I do 1 week a month at Crackers. Just she lets me come in and do a week a month. I've done 10 or 12 little one-nighters. I'm now fully vaccinated.
Oh, right on. There you go. Good for you.
And I'm scared I'm going to book too much. I've booked maybe 5 or 6 things in the next couple months. And I'm thinking, do I want more than that? You know what I mean? Because I've been enjoying the virtual comedy show that you'll do on Thursday.
Right.
We have a ball every week. I'm writing. I'm more creative. And you're going to say this about yourself. I've been more creative in the last year. Full album, full show for the Fringe, writing an hour every week that we're doing on the virtual show, plus doing a marriage show where we answer questions. I mean, as far as creativity goes, it's been, because on the ship, I just sit there and, stare at the wall and do nothing, and then do the shows and write a little bit, a couple new things, but I'm not having to pump out 15 minutes of jokes a week.
Yeah, no, I agree, dude. I agree with you because because I'm constantly writing new sketches and new things every week, and we have access to the internet, which you don't have on the ship. If you're on a ship, you don't have any of that stuff, and we have time. After a year, I've kind of adapted to the whole being at home, getting a schedule, and it's always cool. You're your own boss. You make your own schedule, do your own show. You're producing the whole deal. And after about a year, like, this isn't so bad. Plus, the thing with being home, dude, I spent more time with my kids in the last year than I have in the last 10 years. It's been the greatest.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's been the coolest part. Yeah. And to see them.
You got 2, right? 2 daughters.
Yeah, 2 teenagers, and they live together. And I always tell this story, they're teenagers, so there was a time when they were button heads. But this year, they're like best friends, man. They are. In fact, the youngest is in Chicago right now, visiting her mom, and they're both miserable.
Mm-hmm.
They miss each other so much. She's coming home tomorrow. They have plans all week. That makes, and as a dad, that makes you so happy. Both my daughters, they just love to be with each other. And I'm like, oh, that is so cool. And it's just so cool. So.
Well, my daughter's kind of the same. She's a little schizophrenic, so there's two of her. So they get along, so that's good. But no, well, what's funny is ours. I don't know. That was dumb. I'm gonna get somebody saying,
"Hey,
that's
dude,
not,
is she?
That's not schizophrenia."
Yeah.
My daughter right now would tell me that's not schizophrenia. That is multiple personality disorder. It is a totally different thing. How dare you have a master's in counseling? Okay. So anyway,
How old is your daughter? How old is your daughter? How old is she?
Well, we just dropped her off at the dorm in the fall.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So she's been now, she's at
Where's she at?
I can't remember what school, but we don't know what school. But
Sure.
and she's only 9. But thank you. Good night, everybody. So it's a joke. It's a
Wow.
big joke.
She's smart.
I'm doing the jokes. Look at me doing
Look
bits.
at you. You're doing bits. I love it.
Nobody does bits on this show. That's me doing a bit. No, so she's gonna be 19 next month, and no, she really was so down when this started, because it's funny. I got off the ship March 5th because her spring break was that next week, and we were traveling to go to colleges to see where she was going to go.
Right.
And then we went and saw the last They Might Be Giants concert that anybody's ever done on today. And then we came home, and then bing bang, here we are. And she spent the last 2 years of high school. Have I been thrown off the show?
What? No, you should be on. You should be. It's just you. It's just a one shot.
No,
now.
don't do that.
It's a close up of Brad Tassell. See, look.
All I
look,
see is me, and it's
I
freaking me out.
Look. I paid
Nobody
money
wants
for
to
this.
see that.
I paid money for this keyboard. I'm going to use it. Damn it! Look.
Do
See, there
whatever
you go.
want.
Now it's
So
Brad.
anyway, the point is, do you have psoriasis? Okay, so the point is that she spent her last 2 years of high school at the local university. She didn't go to the high school, where my wife is a professor. So she was close enough to home that she got the dorm experience, but still was home, and we saw her about every other day. Well, they took that all away, like they did for so many seniors in high school, took away the end of, and that just broke her and a lot of kids. None of your kids were seniors last year, right?
No.
So
yeah, Anna was a freshman in college, and Lily she's a junior now. So I feel terrible for those seniors, man. That had to be rough.
Yeah, people mocked how they felt, but I'm telling you, it was so rough. So just working to come back from that and get her in a position to go to Indiana University, which is where she is, was a long summer slog, right?
Sure.
And but then she just thrived at the university. I mean, she's got a radio show. She got a job out of nowhere.
Oh, right.
She's
on.
Studying to be an entomologist, for heaven's sakes.
What is that? What is that? I don't even know what that is. What is that?
Everybody call in. Check your comments right now and see who knows what an entomologist
Anybody?
is.
Any smart people watching the show?
Any smart people? Come on, entomologists. They study bugs.
Really?
Bugs.
Your daughter's into
Insects.
that?
Yep.
Okay.
She
Wow.
loves that. She loves snakes. She loves any animal that someone dislikes. She has a very deep passion for.
Okay.
Especially because most of them are actually good for the environment and society and things like that, but we've demonized them, and she just can't stand anything being demonized. So
she has a thing for the underdog, then maybe, right? Sort of.
She also likes villains. She loves the bad people in shows. She hates princesses and wishes Scar.
She roots for. She
She roots for Scar. Scar was fine. She loves, the dragon eats the princess, and that skank deserves it. She's a skank. My daughter wouldn't say skank, but
right.
Yeah, no. She's always been a dragon at heart, and so it's exciting to see her thriving. Now, the one thing, where does your daughter's a junior in college? Where does she go to?
No, my youngest is a junior in high school. And my oldest is she did 2 years first at LAVC here, and now she's transferring. She'll have her associates, and she's going into CSUN. She just got accepted. She starts next fall at CSUN.
CSUN.
So it's Cal State Northridge. Cal State Northridge.
Ooh.
So she's studying film, screenwriting, and digital television production. Yeah, so she's very
in LA.
Yeah, yeah. She doesn't want me to say anything, but she might have a job as an assistant for someone here. I mean, I'll be honest, my oldest is crushing it. So I mean, she's just.
I'm glad you didn't say anything.
Yeah, I know. I do this all the time. She'll complain. Well, it's not like I
And
have
who is
many
that
viewers.
job with?
I have
Drop
9
that
viewers.
Drop that name out there.
Yeah,
for-
yeah,
yes.
right,
Yes,
exactly.
My wife always thinks I'm going to say something about my daughter that I shouldn't say. I said, "There's nothing to say. There's nothing that you could say that you couldn't say, but she feels like there could be. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, she's just
don't say
worried.
anything.
Be careful.
She's just worried I'm going to say because I'm a comic and I'm going to say something terrible.
Right.
But see, so you see now the only thing is, but she's always been local, right? So we're glad that my daughter, Sarah Lawrence in New York really wanted her to come there.
Right.
And she wanted to go to Bowdoin, which is in Massachusetts. And she wanted to go like these East Coast schools. And we're so thrilled that because of COVID, we really decided on IU because it's only 3 hours away.
Yeah.
Because we have gotten a couple of calls, 9 p.m. Yeah, you need to drive up here right now. Yeah, no, yeah, right now. Yeah, right. Why? Well, there's just so much laundry on the floor. So, oh, okay, yeah, drive up there and do your laundry for you. That'd be great.
Yeah,
So-
great. Yeah, that's good.
But we'll do it because we love it.
Sure.
Love it.
Well, at least she's close
All
enough.
right,
That's
did you
good.
go- Did you go to college? Did you go,
Who, me?
You,
Oh,
college.
no.
Yeah.
I was, I went right into the workforce at 18.
you went to womb. You were right at the womb.
Yeah,
You
I was
head over
working.
there to
Yeah.
met Ted Holem and
Yeah.
Mark Craycraft. Mark.
Mark, yeah, she's passed away within the last year. Yeah, yeah. Mark,
Yeah.
yeah, you know, they used to have the pennies glued on the bar. You played the womb before, right?
I love that guy. I love that room.
Yeah, it was a great
Love
little
going
room.
there.
I know, it was fun, man.
It was the only place. It reminds me of Carnival because you had to do 2 different 20-minute sets
Yeah,
when you worked there.
yeah, because the crowd
And
never
it
flipped.
made-
They just sat through the whole night.
Yeah, made people nuts that they
Yeah.
could. I mean, they just struggled like a son of a
I
gun.
know, it was great.
But it made you strong. You know what I mean? And it
Yeah,
helped
yeah.
me when Carnival went with that.
Well, I used to watch.
So-
I used to love watching the late show because then guys were either doing new material or trying to do something different, and that's when you were pushed. You had to do something different.
Or eating
You know?
it, just terrible.
Yeah, or
Just
eating.
it
That's always
terrible.
fun too. Actually, yeah, that's always a lot of fun. Watch your friend eat it.
And
Oh,
then-
that was too bad, bro.
And then Who's. I loved working Who's. I loved working all those places in Chicago. The dirtier, the better. And
I never
the-
did Who's, but I did it when it was Fun Seekers. Did you ever do it when it became Fun Seekers? They
that was
changed
after
names.
that. Now
Yeah, they
I
changed names.
rambled out. Before you were born, I rambled out of Chicago and only went back in to do a club every once a year. About 90.
Right.
After Who's was gone and the Womb I think was about done. I don't remember, but I did. So well, you did the Womb though, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I started in L.A. though. I started in L.A. in 87, 88, and then I got back to Chicago. And back then there were a ton of clubs in Chicago. You know, there was the
26
yeah.
full weeks.
Yeah,
at
it was
one
like a
point.
Catch. There was KJ Riddles. There was, four
Oh my God,
Zanies
yeah.
or something. I mean, it was a lot of the Improv and
Funny
Firm.
Firm.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
all these
And a
clubs.
block and a half away was the Improv.
Yeah, they were right around. Yeah, you could literally walk from one to the other. I mean, that was a great time. It was. I mean, there was
Joni Byford. Oh my God, dude.
Well, that was Wackos. That was the
Well,
one of Roosevelt. Wackos.
Yeah. That and she had another club for a while. And Jay Burke, my God, Jay Burke, when the Radisson was a full week, and the ceiling was like 2 hotel rooms.
the
opened
one in
up,
Maryville, right?
Full smoking.
Yeah.
What?
Maryville, right? You're
Maryville, yeah.
right next to
And
Star
it was all
Plaza.
smoking.
Oh, it's the worst.
The ceiling's this
You could
high.
it was literally like an inch above your head. Yeah, it was basically like they did comedy at a lunchroom is what they did. It was like not
Yeah.
even a lunchroom, like an
Third show
employee
on a
break room.
Saturday.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they did 3 shows on Saturday. That's right.
Yeah, 3, and they couldn't see you by the third show because the smoke was so thick
Ah.
in the room. They couldn't even see you.
Yeah, I remember those
I
days
mean,
of
I think back.
going back to your room and
Go ahead.
have your hair and your clothes just reek of cigarettes from doing those 3 shows.
One show, half a show,
Yeah.
driving down to Nashville to Zanies to just do a guest set or open mic, and I'd come home. My wife's like, "You stink horrible." What the? Yeah, well, there
I don't know what to tell you.
90% smoke in that room.
Yeah, I don't know what to
So-
tell you. Sorry.
That I don't miss the smoking.
No,
but
no. That's actually that's great that there's no more smoking. Well, back then even though I smoked back then, but even then it still bothered me. Yeah, I smoked a bunch back then. I smoked heavy. It was like a pack and a half. Come on. It's early 20s. Come on.
The Comedy Caravan smoke was so bad that I was working with Tim Wilson, and he complained. And he smoked them end to end. And he would light one on the other. The whole,
Never
and
stopped.
He was like, hey, man, there's way too much smoke in this room. We need to get a fan and
Yeah.
put it on the stage and blow the smoke at the people. That's when I said, what do you care? You're sucking. He goes, yeah, but that's my smoke. That's too much. I can't
I don't
say
want
it."
their
So,
smoke. I don't want their smoke. Well,
I also miss Tim Wilson.
I never met Tim Wilson, man. I heard he's a
No.
great guy.
He was a joy to be
Yeah.
around. So, did you ever do the all-nighter?
No. Where's that? What's that?
You must have come. Okay, so
I was on the
Mark at
West Coast
Womb
for the
booked-
first 3 or 4 years of my.
Okay,
It was all Comedy
so
Store,
It might
La
have
Jolla.
closed by then. Mark booked a one-nighter on Sunday at 1 a.m. at a bar called the All Nighter that was frequented mostly by pro wrestlers.
Wow.
And the hope was to see, the Crusher, whoever.
Dick the
was
Bruiser.
in
That was
Dick
old
the
school
Bruiser, 'cause
Chicago
they were
wrestlers.
Chicago,
Yeah.
They were Chicago guys. I never saw those people. I did it twice. It paid $75, and you would go sit there in this big empty orange room at 1 a.m. And if anybody showed up, you would sit there, and if you didn't start by 4 a.m., you didn't do the show, and you got the $75.
Really? Oh my God! I don't
Yeah.
miss those days at all. I don't miss those. That's the word. Dude, did
I
you
would do
ever?
100 of those right now.
Do you remember the? Yeah, right. Exactly. That's the other thing. It's like I'll do that now. Sure, I'll go hang out.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Valiant brothers, Jimmy and Johnny Valiant?
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
Johnny Valiant went on to do stand up, and he featured for me in Chillicothe, Ohio. And the deal was he was terrible. He would go up and do impersonations of. At the time, Hulk Hogan was really big, so he would go up and do impersonations of wrestlers, and he was terrible. But no one wanted to tell him to get off the stage because he was huge. But the guy that managed the hotel used to play middle linebacker for the Bengals. I can't remember his name, but he was this big, huge dude. And I would go, and I worked with Johnny 3 times in that room for some reason. And after this first time, the second time I went to the guy, and I go, dude, you got to get Johnny out because he'd go long. He's supposed to do 30 minutes, and he'd just keep going. And then I have to go get the guy who's a big, huge guy, and I go, dude, you got to tell him to get out. He's got to wrap it up. He's got to go. Because he'd do 45, 50 minutes of just horrible comedy. And, and then I got to go up after that, and do my hour. Because then you're doing an hour in those one-nighters. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Why don't you let him close? Let you go up first.
Back then, because first of all, they wouldn't let him close. You know what I mean? He was terrible. They didn't want him closing. So they would bring him in, but they would just had to get him off stage. And the crowd would be like, hey, it'd be that whole, hey, look, it's Johnny Valiant. And about 10 minutes in, you'd be like, oh, it's Johnny Valiant. Yeah. It's like the
That's
novelty
about half
wears
of those
off.
famous people.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
I've worked with, who's the other wrestler with no teeth that's really does a ton of gigs? What's his name? I don't know. But he spends half the time saying, no, I'm not a comedian, but I'm going to tell you this story. People love him, though. People love him. He's not funny at all, but people love him. He's just nice and just in such bad. He got hurt so bad,
Dude, they got messed
the
up.
knee, the walk. It's just like he's like Ollie Joe Prater in the last year. That kind of movement. Just can't move. Just can't. He's just in such pain all the time.
Or like any NFL guy. You ever see Dan Hampton walk?
Yeah.
You got to get out of his way.
Oh,
There's
my
arms
God.
flying and stuff everywhere. Well, I did. There was a guy named Tim Patterson that was out of Orange County that I knew, and he was a wrestler and a stand-up. And he was pretty funny. He was okay. He was pretty funny stand-up. But he was the bum wrestler that it would be like Hulk Hogan. It'd be a huge, and there'd be fireworks and chaos. Yeah, they go nuts, and they go, and in this corner, Tim Patterson. And Tim would his job was to just get the shit kicked out of him. That was his job every time. He's
the guy in just the black, what do they call those things they wear? The little panties or whatever.
Yeah, just the black. And
waves.
He's a bum when he's got a real name. You know what I mean? If it's not like Hulk, if it's not something like that, or the Crusher, it's
the murdering death man.
Exactly. Here's Johnny Smith. It's just some poor schmuck gets his ass kicked.
Here's Chad Johnson. Wrestler extraordinaire.
So we're doing your show Thursday. Dude, one of the reasons especially the reason I had you on the show, you're perfect for this show because we're talking about being creative. Here's why. I'm going to tell you why. Because I have people on the show. The whole point of the show is to talk to comics that have found a way to stay creative while COVID came along and screwed us all over. And dude, you put up more content than me. I think I looked at your page today. You got a ton of stuff. So you got the Thursday night show you do regularly. You got a bunch of videos that you shot, and you got tons of stuff. You're always working. You're always creating.
Well, we did the. Luckily, I've got Steve Goody who works with me. So what we do is like we did a Christmas album this year. We were only going to do one song, but then he just got so hot on doing an entire album in like a month and a half. And so we had done one song last year. I wrote 2 songs, and then he just did that. And then before that, we were going to Edinburgh. We were going to be at the
Fringe Festival. Really? Wow, right on.
And then they canceled it, and they were going to do it online. So our show, we have the Halloween we have Vampires Ball Ultimate Halloween Party, which is an album, but it's kind of a musical soundtrack.
Right.
So we have based a show around the whole thing. So then we're like, we need to put a video together. So we had to put together a ton of stuff, and not in the same room. We had to do a video that made it look like we're doing this whole thing together. And it was really wild. Matter of fact, since you mentioned it, and I want you to play the Parts for Frankenstein video. It may annoy everybody, but
okay, wait a second. Did you say that you guys were not in the same room when you did this?
Not for 99% of that. No, it's the middle of COVID. This is July, for God's sake.
This looks great. I had no idea that you guys were in different locations. All right.
We were not. So this is so the show was a truncated version. It was just 4 of the videos of the 9 songs in the show, because 10 minutes was all we wanted to do for the Fringe.
Right.
And so, yeah, and Steve gets all the credit. What I do is I come up with some words and think of a tune, ba-da-ba-doo, and then he goes and creates it all and calls me back and says, here it is. So,
so you're the idea guy. You're the idea guy. I got it. And he puts it together. Got it.
Or I turn on a camera and go bag, and then he turns it into this. So,
okay.
Yeah,
all right.
if you got it, play it.
Yeah, let's take a look. This is from the clip for the Fringe Festival. This is the Parts of Frankenstein. Here we go. Parts of Frankenstein.
Master, I brought these shovels.
Good, Ego, good. We have much work tonight.
Oh, and I brought your earmuffs.
Yes, Ego, yes. It gets cold at night in the cemetery. And did you bring my latte?
Yes, Master. Skim milk, 2 Splenda.
Good, Ego, good. Let's get started. We dig in the earth.
The graves must be new.
The fresh not too rotten.
The maggots must be few.
I found a good heart.
I've unearthed 2 good legs.
A lung, a liver, an arm.
An egg?
We'll spend the night searching eerie winds all around. Digging for fresh pieces 6 feet underground.
We hunt for limbs and organs. Torches flicker and they shine.
Parts for Frankenstein. When all the parts are collected,
Add brain, spleen, and face.
to the hardware store for bolts,
Screw them tight into place.
Frankenstein is ready.
Now to bring him to life.
I wonder if this works. Should we make him a wife? Some say this work is evil. You never play with life and death. But I'll prove it isn't over when you take your final breath.
The pieces are in place. The storm is at its height.
Our parts for Frankenstein will come alive tonight. Oh, yes, Igor, yes, raise the platform. Raise. It's time. It's time.
Well,
Hook up the electrodes.
plug them in the wall.
Turn on the juice.
Hope his heart will not stall.
Buzz.
Sizzle.
He's alive! He's awake! Some say this work is evil. You never play with life and death. But I'll prove it isn't over when you take your final breath.
The pieces are in place. The storm is at its height.
Our parts for Frankenstein have come alive tonight.
That's awesome, dude. That looks great. I had no idea you guys were in different locations. That's great work, man.
Well, and yeah, he put that all together. Just took side to side. Just took all the stuff, and I mean, it was he did all the editing on that one. I did some editing on some other stuff we did, but he put that one all together. It's amazing. Yeah, he did an incredible job.
It pays to have a smart friend. that can
Yes,
step in and
talented,
smart friend. Exactly. Yeah, right. That helps.
Yeah,
with
we
that.
got so that was at the Fringe, and they put it up in one of their main rooms. And yeah, the reviewer for Broadway Baby, which is the main reviewer for the West End in London, like gave us 4 stars. Like
Nice.
said the show was amazing, and he couldn't believe how witty and fun it was. Like Rocky Horror Picture Show meets a kid show, and just
Yeah.
and so it was really cool. It was really and then we did like 25 shows all online over Halloween and just had a ball. So next year we're going back. Got a
Yeah.
theater if they do it.
Yeah. No. I think
And we're going to
positive.
go back and do yeah, I mean, because we love doing the show. The whole show is just so much fun.
Dude, good for
So-
you, man. It looks great. I had no idea you guys were in different rooms. It really looks good. It's really good work with the green screen and everything, man. That's awesome. Good work. That's great.
Yeah. So then we, what's funny is because then where I had written a song last year that I did on Christmas Eve on 2019. I thought of a song at 11 o'clock at night called Sleep Till Christmas Morning. And it was about trying to get your daughter to go to sleep because Santa's coming in the morning and you want to like get the tree up and stuff. So I'm writing this song and it's 11:30. I'm sitting right here. My daughter's bedroom is right across the hall, right? So I'm doing this and she comes in to tell me to shut up, that I'm playing too loud and I'm keeping her awake. I said, yeah, but the song's about putting you to sleep. So what was interesting, I recorded the song real quick, like at midnight on Christmas Eve, and I just put it up and it had like 2,500 likes and hits by the morning. And I said, wow, that's a pretty good song. So he and I recorded that. And then we're like, we've got to do a Christmas Hanukkah album because Steve is Jewish and I'm Hindu. So we need it. No. So, which I would love.
You guys,
I love Diwali. I love the fest. I love, that would be my next choice. So we did Christmas and Hanukkah. And so I wrote a song called Two-Step Christmas. Well, first, actually, I wrote, Rudolph dropped a package on my rooftop.
right.
And what is that about, you think?
I don't know.
And you have I like to play video. So play the video for Rudolph and then we'll discuss Rudolph.
Done. Okay. This is Rudolph drops a package on my rooftop.
Christmas Eve had started. We were all excited from the cheer. We waited in our cozy beds for Santa to appear. My heart started to pound with glee, like the roof prince up above. The big man in red in his crazy sled, so full of joy and love. But then there came a jarring plop, like a bag of wet cement. But that was nothing to the smell that came from every van. Rudolph dropped a package on my rooftop. Now we can't get anywhere near the tree. We've had to evacuate for Christmas. That stinky little reindeer made us flee. This year we had such high hopes for Christmas. We'd all been so very good all year. We thought nothing could be worse than a stocking full of coal. Until that gift plopped out of Rudy's rear. Rudolph dropped a package on my rooftop. Now we can't get anywhere near the tree. We've had to evacuate for Christmas. That kind of roasted chestnut's not for me. He puts the root in Rudolph as the leader of the crew.
He was their number one, so they all did number two.
A chain reaction.
Prancer assumed the stance,
While Dancer filled his pants.
and just then, in a flash,
Dasher took out the trash.
Donner did the honors.
Cupid got all putrid.
Comet dropped a bomb.
While Vixen and Blitzen took a... Oh my. Rudolph dropped a package on my rooftop. Those ain't no sugar plums, oh no, no, no. We've had
had to evacuate for Christmas. I'm sure glad Santa don't drive Buffalo. Yeah, no, I'm glad. So he don't drive. Santa don't drive no crazy Buffalo. Santa!
You drive that sleigh safe now.
Tip your elves.
Rudolph. So
Dude, there was more shots of a reindeer's butt than I needed to ever see.
That's right, than you would ever get. So, by the way, I would like to say that Steve plays 12 instruments at least and has a full service studio in Nashville.
Dude,
So
you hooked up with the right guy, man. That's great.
Yeah, that's right. So he can produce anything in the world. So, so what happened is so funny. So we put that out for fun, and the BBC picks it up in England.
Oh, no way,
So
really?
for Christmas.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So here I get a thing in an email that says the Midlands BBC Channel 4 radio has picked up Rudolph dropped a package on your. It's going to play over Christmas in England, and we're like, you got to be kidding me. So I have to listen to at least one show. I don't know how much they're going to play it, but they have it on a specific show too. So my wife and I are listening to this show, and all the songs are just these men are just like, this song is so beautiful. This Christmas song, it's about the angel coming down and spreading Jesus, the baby Jesus. And then it plays this beautiful, oh Jesus. This song is beautiful. It's about how Mary gave her love. Tear. And then all of a sudden he goes, this one's a little different. This one's a little different. What we have here is
let's just play it.
Let's just play. And now for something completely different.
Yeah, right.
So so I was going to be done for the year and then do the album next year when we could get in the studio together all the time. And he's like, no, we're not doing that much. Let's spend the next month doing this album. And then we got contacted by the guy, what's his name? I can't think of it, who wrote Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
Right.
Whose name I can't think. He's a friend of Steve's.
Okay.
And he goes, look, here, me and this lady, Pam, wrote a parody of my song. Will you do it? And we're like, screw you. There is no way we are going to take a song that makes you literally $60,000 a year, at least every year of your life for the past 40 years, and make a parody that's mocking. No, we were like, please, God, yes, please let us do that.
Right.
So, so we did, and we have a video.
Yeah, dude, I love this one. I watched this. This is the first one I watched when you sent stuff.
I did the last video. Steve did this one. Grandpa got run over by a hybrid. Which is not a Christmas song, by the way.
Okay, here we go. Grandpa got run over by a hybrid.
Grandpa got run over by a hybrid, walking through the Whole Foods parking lot. Dang, he said that engine sure is quiet. And that turned out to be his final thought.
The driver did not see him coming, till through the windshield Grandpa sailed.
She said at first she thought what hit her was just a giant flying cursing bag of kale.
Soon the whole town was a Twitter with the cautionary tale,
speculating in a whisper, should the driver or the car be sent to jail? Grandpa got run over by a hybrid, walking through the Whole Foods parking lot. Dang, he said that engine sure is quiet, as he dropped 3 jugs of soy milk that he just bought.
The coroner said that Grandpa's arteries were squeaky clean.
He went so far as to declare him the healthiest dead guy he'd ever seen.
They interviewed my Uncle Buddy on the local news at 10. He said,
Well, yeah, we're gonna miss him. but that's the way he woulda wanted to have went.
Grandpa got run over by a hybrid walking through the Whole Foods parking lot. Dang, he said that engine sure is quiet.
Quiet as the hydroponic farm that he just bought.
Grandma said it was ironic as we laid him in his grave.
If he'd just come with us to Sonic, he'd still be standing here with us today.
Grandpa got run over by a hybrid walking through the Whole Foods parking lot. Dang, he said that engine sure is quiet. And that turned out to be his final thought.
Dude, that's who did the? That's first of all, that video is great. I love that video. That's really good.
You'll notice Steve did that video, and you'll notice he works a lot harder than I do. I did the Rudolph video with rudimentary, and then he took that program and made it that.
Yeah, yours is like the South Park type of just cut and
That's
paste.
right. I do the lowest level you can do. He will literally. Well, he's got. I don't have the video editing capability he has. He's got the biggest video. I mean, he's got whatever professionals.
Yeah.
So
did he do the
mix in?
Did he do the artwork and stuff too? The artwork with the characters and stuff?
No, that's half of that is a program called Doodly.
Okay.
So Doodly does half it. And then what he did was he took Doodly and you can put it through a regular video editing, whatever Premiere,
software?
whatever he's got.
Sure.
He's got
whatever,
what?
Yeah, whatever
And
software
then
you're using.
he
Yeah,
adds
right.
regular videos to that.
Okay.
I don't have all of that, so I go simple.
Sure.
But yeah, the song's good. And by the way, if everyone listens to that song 10 million times, the guy who wrote it gets all the money. So remember that when you do a parody of the song.
So he basically is like, hey,
get-
can you go out there and like franchise
right.
my? Okay, there you go. I see.
Well, that's the goal: is somebody does your song,
Sure.
and then you get like when Whitney Houston sang "I'll
Dolly
Always
Parton
Love
song.
You." Dolly
Right.
Parton made 6 million. Now, if we do performance rights, all the rights are different. So
Sure.
there are performance rights. But I do think, on that song, I think I did get a penny from something. I don't know what, because yes, they hopefully made some money so far. But hopefully it will. It's really a fun song.
It's a great
But,
song and it's a great video. It's really funny. And that was just this year, right? You just did that for this
Yeah,
last
we
Christmas.
just did this.
Yeah, that's gonna get some
Yeah.
legs, man. That's a really good video. I'm not kidding you. That's a great video.
Well, and that's the point why we've done Halloween and Christmas is because every year we want to revisit
Sure.
every year.
It's almost like a
And
franchise
we
move.
want-
It's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially like with the Halloween thing, we've got a show. So every year we're going to try to build the show to the fact, like last year, we were in Vegas. I had Vegas booked for the Halloween show from the 15th to the 31st.
Right.
All fell apart.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
right.
so we had and I don't even know if that club's open, if that room's open yet. So if to do it again. So now we're starting from scratch. But to have a Christmas show too, where you do songs like that,
Yeah.
songs like, fun song. And then we've got some great, I didn't give you any of any of the Jewish stuff. Mendel the reindeer, for God's sakes, and the Jewish Christmas carols, just redoing all the Christmas carols as Jewish and stuff like that. So,
Wow.
and then last one, since you probably want to wrap this show up, but then one of my main ideas for one of the songs I wrote was the fact that I grew up the youngest of 4 kids, but I was the only one. I don't have any real brothers and sisters. I've got all step brothers and sisters.
Right.
And every Christmas, by the time 10 a.m. hit, they would all leave the house and I'd be alone on Christmas Day all day. And I thought about a country tune called Two-Step Christmas. And so we put that together.
All right.
Do you
Let's
have that?
jam on this. And this is all you, right? This is you. Now, this is you putting this one together.
Yeah, this is my video.
Okay.
yes.
This is Brad Tassell's. All right.
Sadly.
This is
Sadly. Well, no. Steve and I did all the recording and
Right.
the song. Yeah, but the video I did, yes.
Okay. All right, here we go, man. This is two-step
See,
Christmas.
It's not near as good.
Okay, quiet. Who?
It's
Hey,
good, though.
good. It's good. I wouldn't play it if it wasn't good.
It is
Damn
good.
it. Yeah, you're damn right it is. All right, let's go. Two-step Christmas. Brad Tassell and Steve Goody. Here we go.
I was born the youngest of four crazy kids, and Christmas morning always started at 6. From the top of the stairs we come down like a mob to make sure Santa had done his job. Now after the presents, Mom would announce, put on your coats, we're getting out of this house. I'd ask, where are we going? She'd say, not you, dear. We'll be back in a couple hours. You stay here. What? See, my mom and dad have been married before, but they never had bothered to tell me the score. So I got a lot of siblings, but they're all just half. They all got step-parents. Well, you do the math. They had a two-step Christmas. They did the two-step Christmas. They had step families all over town, but my folks had stayed married, so I got left out. I got one little Christmas, they got more than two. Never feel like Christmas stepped all over you.
Hey, Brad, you gotta see this. They gave me a pocket knife. It's got a spoon and a scissors and a toothpick.
All I got was a toothpick.
I try to be grateful for all of my gifts, but I really got the short end of the Christmas stick. My brothers had 20 new gifts in their stash. Hey, where'd you get all that Christmas cash? Leaving me out was so impolite. Who'd I piss off not to get an invite? They had a two-step Christmas. They did the two-step Christmas. They get more presents and they're all top drawer, cause guilt-ridden parents give a whole lot more. I spent Christmas alone. Oh, super, that's fine. Man, I wish that two-step Christmas could be mine.
Easy bake oven, I got an orange.
I gotta get me a family that blends, or spend Christmas season with my Jewish friends. 8 nights of presents that I can endorse, or get mom and dad to get a divorce. I get a two-step Christmas. I do the two-step Christmas. I got only one chimney for Santa to come down, but he finds my siblings all over town. Extra gifts from extra moms and loot from extra dads, and all the grandparents I never had. I want a two-step Christmas. They do the two-step Christmas. I leave extra milk and cookies for Santa's snack. The least he could do was fill an extra sack. I got one little Christmas, they get more than two. Parents who stay married, how selfish are you? Seriously.
A toothpick.
Nice work. Very good. That was good.
So,
That's awesome.
You'll always notice that whenever I sing, I do a voice. I never sing. You'll never
Never
hear
just
my
sing?
actual singing voice.
I didn't know that was
Well,
you.
Well, yeah, they're all me. I have
That's
to
good
come up
job.
with a character. It's like in Rudolph, he thought I was going to do like a country, like
Right.
Rudolph dropped a package on my, and I said, no, I see this as a My Fair Lady moment where you've got Rex Harrison. Oh yeah, Rudolph dropped a package
was-
on my rooftop.
Yeah.
How dare he?
It added
know,
a little bit of
it's like
class
when
to it.
I thought of the whole song by thinking, why can't the English teach their children how to speak? So, and then that one obviously was going to be the hokiest, dumbest, sound. And then, of course, Dracula and about 50 other different. If I can't do a voice, no one wants to hear me sing like I'm trying to actually sing.
Well, you do.
That's
Your
just not-
voices sing great. Your voices are very good. That's very good work. That's awesome.
Yeah, that I can do. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
sound okay. What's fun is, here's something that happened for the first time in my life. Dr. Domeno picked up every song we have. He loved
No way. That's
everything
the
we have.
best. Yeah, that's very cool.
So I've never been on Dr. Domeno before, and now some of these songs were at the top of his chart, and he even came on the show to tell us how much he loved the songs, that he thought they were some of the best songs he'd ever heard. So,
They're great
that's-
songs, dude. They're solid. You guys do really good work. Those are all great songs. You know what I mean? They're really good. They're clever and they're funny, and I like it, man. I really love that Prius song. Man, I love that Prius song. That's good. They're all solid.
I'm telling you, if we could just get, and we do okay. I mean, they get views, whatever, and stuff like that, and they play in some radio stations and stuff like that. But hopefully, as we build year after year, and it's nice because that's the kind of song that you hope people will reach out for and say, oh yeah, I want to hear that. You know what I mean? And then
Right.
and then go deep Go deep after that. Go deep.
Well, yeah, because what's cool is once they find, you're smart to make it a holiday thing, because then they'll bring it back, and then once they hear one song from you, they'll look for more songs from you, and then that's what happens, dude. That's how suddenly get songs.
Well, and
played
then
all the
hopefully
time.
the same people come back to you next year.
Right,
You know
right,
what I
right.
mean? They're like, I'm now thinking of Halloween. Oh, let's get Vampire's Ball out.
Yeah,
You know,
of course.
because
yeah.
we listen to these on Halloween and we listen to these on Christmas, and we don't have to then come to mind, oh, I love that one song. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then you don't know what it is because it has nothing to do with the holiday. But when
Yeah.
you get to the holiday, hopefully it's already set in your mind.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I
smart.
mean? So, but that's a long slog because, people
Yeah,
do
but-
10,000 new ones
Yeah.
a year.
Yeah, but you know what? First of all, those are really good songs. They're really good quality songs, and everybody knows and remembers "Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer." I mean, everyone knows that song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So all it
Well-
takes is it'll keep coming every year. I mean, Christmas isn't going away. So
Yeah. Well, and that's the good thing about, being with Steve is that he does literally professional I mean, he's got
yeah,
a major studio that he does real stuff for real people. So
Right.
the production that one guy, there was a Florida guy he does stations in New York. And when the Halloween thing came out, this guy got a hold of me. He goes, I just found this song Zombie Pie, which we do. And he goes, the production value on this is just stunning. And I said, well, yeah, Steve Goody, man, he's got
Yeah.
$1 million studio, so it's so that right there makes because everything else I do is very low quality.
right. Yeah.
Personally.
I love you. That's good. Everything else I do is really low quality, but that,
Low
those-
quality.
dude. All right, we're gonna wrap it up and get out of here. Before I do, where would you like me to send people? What do you want me to? What do you got? You got a special? You got an album? You want me to send them to your website? Is there something? What I'll
When
do
is
is
your- so-
this is going to be. It's on live now, and this is going to stay on YouTube forever. And I'll put the information in the bio so people can find the links in the bio always. But what do you want to talk about? What do you want to put?
I would love if people went and did what they're doing for you, and that is go to my YouTube channel, Brad Tassell, BradTassell, and subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Okay.
There's hundreds of hours, all the virtual comedy shows. I do a show on Wednesdays called 1,000 Marriage Questions with a Therapist in Vegas. I have a
Right.
master's in counseling. She's an actual therapist. And Joe Marlotti is on with us most weeks.
Oh, right
And
on.
I do a show on the ships called a marriage show, and I give questions to questionnaires, and people send questions, and I answer them. I've got 1,000 questions in a bucket. We pull them. We also do quizzes, and it's every week. And you can see it on YouTube, and go there, and you can see the virtual comedy show. You can get all of these songs. And truly, I know it's not Christmas. I know it's not Halloween. But if you go to anywhere you get music, anywhere, and put in my name, Steve Goody, Christmas, Vampire's Ball, whatever, Brad
Yeah.
Tassell, Steve Goody, Chris, and get this stuff, because it really is going to be stuff you're going to come back to every year when you
Right,
get
right.
to, and even when it's not Christmas. I don't think that it needs to be Christmas or
Agreed. No,
Halloween.
no, absolutely
stuff.
right. Yeah, no, they're funny because everybody knows what Christmas and Halloween is about. So you watch the video and you laugh right there. All right, that's perfect. Also, I will be on Brad's show Thursday. Brad's virtual comedy
Yes.
show
Oh my God.
Thursday. Yeah, so we got that Thursday. What do you want to? What's up? Go ahead. Do your
Here's
thing.
how, well, look, there's many ways to see the show. One is you can be in the show. We have the greatest group of people that show up every week. You go to virtualcomedyshow.com. And if you want to put that up there, virtualcomedyshow.com, and you click the green button that says join the show. That's all you do. It is Thursday, the same time as this show, which is 6 o'clock your time, 8 o'clock my time. And it brings you right in the show, and you're live in the show. You can be right in there, and it's fantastic. If you want to just watch the show, we're on Facebook at my Brad Tassell, and we're also the next day won't be on YouTube till the next day. But at my page, Brad Tassell, it comedian Brad Tassell, it streams. So virtualcomedyshow.com. Yeah. On March 14th last year, I said, everyone's going to be doing virtual comedy, and I bought virtualcomedyshow.com. So
Oh, dude, very smart, dude. Look
it
at
has
you ahead of
done
car.
nothing. It's
It's
done nothing
okay.
for me.
There's still time. The pandemic's not over.
I'm just bad with SEO. I'm so bad with SEO. I don't know how to benefit from a lot of things that would be huge if I knew how to do those things. Like if I knew how to get people to see a website, you know what I mean? Like the show now that you're going to be on will be seen by about 2,000 people, and maybe 500, 600, 700 will see the entire thing.
Right.
But what do I get from that? Literally nothing. I don't, every once in a while, some people donate some money, and I hope they do.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's just nice. It's just fun. It's just so much fun. And the people that are going to see you are going to love you so much. They're so sweet.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. I watched the last one. It was great. So I can't wait for Thursday.
Did? You watched last week?
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I got to do a little bit of research. I want to know what I'm getting into. You know what I mean? I want something so I don't come in blind.
And anybody else who wants to go see old shows, go to my YouTube channel, and you can see all the old shows.
They're all on there, man. They're in one of the playlists. You just click on it, and there's tons of old shows, and there's a bunch of that stuff. All right, man. Brad Tassell, thank you so much, dude. You were the best. I thank you for your time. Everybody give Brad Tassell a round of applause, please.
Okay.
Everybody that was here.
Donate to this show.
Yeah. Please donate to Lenny's show. You guys know that. Well, most of the people watching are Patreon members already, so they're my donators already. So you guys are great. But if you're watching the show later, let's say you're not watching the show live. Then you can donate to the show later. All right. Thank you. Good guys. Brad Tassell, one more time. Round of applause for my good friend, Brad Tassell. That's the man. All right, guys, you were great. Thank you so much for being here. That was fun, dude. I was so happy he sent me videos. Usually I spend all day online finding content and different videos from old clips from other comics to throw stuff up, and somebody goes, "Where'd you find that?" And I go, "Don't worry about where I found it. I just found it." Brad just sent me stuff, and all I had to do was upload it, and it was or add the links, and it was simple. Man, great quality work. And as I said earlier, one of the inspiring things I like to have on the show and talk about it's been like 1 year now. It's been a year. And so many comics and entertainers have been shut down with nothing to do and nowhere to go. And you've had to find a way to stay creative. And Brad is definitely one of those guys. So there you go. Guys, tune in Thursday at Brad's show. Go to Brad Tassell, his YouTube page. I will plug it on my YouTube or on my Facebook pages. I'll plug it on this page, the Quarantine Comedy page. I'll make sure you know exactly where I'm going to be Thursday night. Come in, check it out. It's a good show. It's a lot of fun. Besides that, I'll see you guys in a couple of days. I'll be back Wednesday. I have a married couple on Wednesday. My first married couple will be here. Dale Jones and Jody White will be here. They're going to be on Wednesday nights. And FYI, next week we are off. It's spring break, so I'm taking the entire week off. No shows, nothing, nada, zero. The kids and I are going to go do some fun stuff, and I'm going to spend actually a week revamping this show, the promo and the intro and the closing video and a bunch of stuff. So we'll come back after that. But I will be here Wednesday with Dale and Jody, and you can catch me Thursday on Brad's show. Thank you very much. You guys are the best. As always, do me a favor. Dream of Pinky.
Lenny Schmidt Quarantine Comedy was created, produced, and is hosted by Lenny Schmidt. We live stream on YouTube at 6 p.m. Pacific every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Special episodes occasionally stream or are uploaded on Tuesday and Thursday. Every episode is also launched as a podcast and can be heard on iTunes, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. If you enjoyed the show, please like the video. If you really like it, share the video. If you really, really like it, please subscribe to the Lenny Schmidt Comedy channel on YouTube. You'll get updates on this and numerous other online comedy content that my dad produces. Check the info section below for detailed information on all of our guests. If you are a fan, you can follow and support them as well. Go to their page, like their content, buy their albums, purchase a shirt, any merch they may be selling. Anything you do will support performers will literally help save the arts. In fact, if you want to support this show financially, just go to lennyschmidt.com/ifyoucan or Venmo at Lenny Schmidt Comedy. If you donate as little as $1 or as much as $10,000, it will help pay for the stuff my dad keeps breaking. If you can't pay for the comedy content, that's okay. COVID sucks for all of us. Enjoy the free show. If you want to find a way to support what we do, just subscribe to Lenny Schmidt Comedy channel on YouTube. That really helps a lot. Thank you for listening to my dad's show, and as always, dream of Pinky.